Hello, fabulous fourth graders. Miss McCormick back again. And I wanted to remind you of the Edmodo group. That's where all the forums and everything is organized. Parents, teachers, and students can join this group. This is the code that you can use to get in. I want to remind you of that because teachers, as the words get more difficult, I have the words already mapped out. This one's not finished because I don't have the rules written off to the side and all the page numbers to the Phoneme Grapheme Mapping book by Catherine Grace. That way you can use this at your small group table, or your RTI person can use this to help the students to understand these spelling patterns a little bit better. So all of these are scanned and put into that site also. I wanted to remind you of a couple of things before we get started. Some of our words have vowel teams, and vowel teams are two vowels that are working together to make one vowel sound. And please do not use the phrase when two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking, because it only works less than 30% of the time. So that's not an adequate strategy to teach our students because it's going to fail them most of the time. So I wanted to show you that before we got started to kind of explain why I'm not using that phrasing for teaching the vowel teams. It's because it does not work for our students. Our words this week have the long E sound at the end of the words. It's going to be spelled in three different ways. So this is from the Phoneme Grapheme Mapping book. By the way, if you don't have this book, it's highly recommended that you do because it's fabulous. So we have at the end of a base word we can have the Y. The Y will go in its own box. It is representing the E sound in these words. We can also have the IE, which we'll also be using. IE will go in one box. It's representing one sound. We will also have words with EY at the end of a base word, representing the long E sound, and it will go in one box. So I've got our words grouped by the spelling, the Y, the IE, or the EY. And any other phonics patterns that shows up within those words, I'll also explain because it's important to know how and why we spell them the way that we do. And my book has messed up my words. Alright, so the first word we're going to do is country. I love my country. K-A-N-T-R-E. It's spelled with a C. And this word is spelled with an O-U. You're like, what? See, that's why I showed you the vowel team. Don't teach them when two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking, because it does not apply to this one at all. A lot of times when you see a vowel team, it's going to say a long vowel sound. Not in this word. It says which is the short U sound. The next sound is My tongue is up, my lips are open. It's the N. The next sound is T. E at the end of the base word can be represented with the Y. Country. If you would like to, afterwards, put the slash marks with the E with the long sound, that's the macron, with the long symbol over the top, and another virgule. When you see those slash marks or virgules, that lets us know that in between those two slash marks, we say the sound, not the letter name. So that would be just a little reminder for you. The next word is empty. My cup is empty. E-M-P-T-E. E is the E, push out, up, down, and around. P. Please put the line under the writing line and the bubble sits on the writing line. The next sound is T. E at the end of the base word can be spelled with a with a Y. Empty. This is a short E, so we put the breathe on the top. That's the short symbol. Breathe. M-T. And the reason why I know to break it here is because it's a short vowel sound. Remember this card? A single vowel followed by one or more consonants in the syllable. The vowel is short. The vowel is short. It has to have a consonant after it to be a closed syllable. Empty. The next word is city. I live in the city. E. Now, I wanted to show you this before we spell this word. C followed by an E-I-R-Y will say the sound. Look here. It's one of our examples. City. Also, G followed by an E-R-Y will say the J sound. So our word is city. Is a C because it's followed by I, which is the I. So if you can, please circle the C and the I so that you remember that those work together. If you want to write the S and the virgules out here, so remember that the C says the S sound. So we've got it, E. The Y at the end says E. The next word is breezy. It is breezy in Chicago. B-R-E-Z-E. The first sound is B. Remember, those of you that are still having problems with B's and D's, pay attention to how you say the sound. B. My lips are closed. That reminds me the line comes first, and then the bubble. B. E in the middle of the base word can be spelled with two E's, and it is in this word, two E's. Z is the Z, and an E at the end, and this word is spelled with a Y. Breezy. Our syllable break is right there, actually. The next word is jury. I had jury duty. J-R-E. The first sound is J. J. As the J start in the middle of the box, go down and curl. Can have several different spellings. It's the R-controlled vowel. In this word, it's a U-R. That's considered one sound, so it goes in one box. The next sound is E, and this word is spelled with a Y. Jury. The next word's kind of long. It doesn't matter how long the word is. If we take our time and sound it out, then we'll be able to spell it correctly. So this word is balcony. Balcony. Let's sound it out slowly. B-A-L-K-A-N-E. Balcony. The first sound is B. My lips are closed. That reminds me the line comes first. B. A. O. Come down from the top. K. C. That is called a scribal O. A scribal O is an O that used to actually be a U. Way back when the monks and the scribes were handwriting all the books, the way that they used to write letters looked very close together. And when the U was next to an N, an M, a V, another U, they looked like it was a different letter, an unusual letter. So what they did is they closed off the top of the U to make it an O, but it still says the sound. That is the schwa sound. Let me write schwa. Over here on the side. Schwa. That is the upside down E, and it says the sound. So it's the Bowel, and that's why it's a scribble O's, because it's next to an N, M, V, those kinds of letters. And the last sound is E, and it's the Y. Balcony. We're going to have a couple of more scribble O words. Let me write scribble. Let's see, it's A-L. Scribble O. Teachers, if you'd like to, or even students, if you'd like to Google that and look it up and to find out more information about it, I invite you to do that. It's very interesting, and it shows up in a lot of words. So the scribble O. The next word is steady. Steady. D-E. The first sound is T. We would usually use the short E sound for but let me show you this. There are 3 sounds to the EA vowel team. The way that we remember it is we remember the sentence, eat a great breakfast. The EA in eat says E, the EA in great says A, and the EA in breakfast says eh. So in our word steady, the EA is representing the short E sound, eh. EA is representing the short eh sound. The next sound is d. Sounds like a drum. The drum comes first in the parade, so we make the magic C up to the top, down and bump. And E in this word spelled with a Y. Let's do one more for this spelling with the Y at the end. The word is finally. Finally. I-N-O-E. The first sound is F. Make the hook first, down, and then cross. My tongue is up, my lips are open. This is a schwa. The schwa can be represented by any vowel, and it's represented this word by an A, and O, and E is a Y. Finally. Fi, that's a long I. That's an open syllable. Remember, open syllable. A single vowel at the end of the syllable. It's long, so we put the macron on top. This is a short, it's not an A, it's an A or a, depends on where you're from. I'm in Louisiana, we say it is the schwa. What we need to do to keep this a short vowel instead of making a long A sound is we need to double the consonant, do the syllable break in between, so that now this is a closed syllable. Because if it's an open syllable, let me show you. If it's an open syllable, then we would say that is A. That's not the sound we need. So we double the consonant to protect the vowel in front of it. Alright guys, that's the end of part 1 of our list. All of these words had the Y at the end of the word, representing the long E sound. I'll see you for part 2 of the list for the IE and the EY endings. See you in a minute.